back to part 2 of Unit 5, which is on economic system. There are two main economic systems, namely the free market economy and the mixed economy. Each of these economic systems deals with the three basic economic questions differently. The first economic question is what to produce. It involves what kind of goods and services should be produced, the variety and quantity of goods and services to produce to satisfy needs and wants, and an opportunity cost. An example of opportunity cost is if shoes are produced instead of bags, then the bags are the opportunity cost. The second economic question is how to produce. It involves which resources will be used for production and the methods of productions enterprises will use. For example, a business may use more workers or more machines. What is labor intensive? This method of production is when an enterprise uses more labor than capital. Whereas capital intensive is when an enterprise uses more capital than labor. The third economic question is for whom to produce. What does this involve? Who will have these goods or services? And because of scarce resources, the enterprise or the government must decide for whom to produce the goods or services. For example, businesses will have to decide whether they will produce the goods and services for children, youngsters, or the elderly. What is a free market economy? In a free market economy, consumers and producers will decide what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Economic activities are carried out by the private sector. There is competition between enterprises which encourages creativity and innovation. However, many enterprises focus on making profits and ignores damages to the environment. Now, what is the mixed economy? A mixed economy comprises both the public sector and the private sector. What is a mixed economy? A mixed economy is an economic system in which both the private and the public sectors decide what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Examples of mixed economies are Mauritius, England, India, Australia, and others. Now, what is the private sector? The private sector of a mixed economy provide a variety of goods and services to make profits. Whereas in a mixed economy, the public sector provides education, healthcare, law and order, as well as other services which are important for the welfare of the society. What are government laws? In some countries, the government enforces laws to control the economic activities of the country. Some examples of government laws are to reduce pollution and to protect endangered animals and plants, and so on. The three basic economic questions in a mixed economy are determined by both the public and the private sectors. In a mixed economy, some examples of goods and services provided by the public sector are public schools, roads, public hospitals. And in the private sector, there are mobile phones, taxi services, cars. Also, there are many other examples in the public and the private sector. In the second part of Unit 5, we've learned about the economic systems and the three basic economic questions. Here are some additional links that you may use for further information for Unit 5. Well, we have reached the end of this video. Until the next, goodbye.